It's time to rock and roll. That's probably offensive, isn't it? Hey everybody, Alexander Morgan here, but all the scene kids call me Schmorgel. What? Hey, guess what? Your boy is working now. Getting those freelance gigs. Tax is gonna suck. Yes, I finally got a few gigs this month. Thank God.
You're welcome.
LA ain't cheap, folks. The tech life ain't cheap. In fact, there's quite a few things poking their heads up this month. That was not an innuendo and gross on you. But I got a few things to update you on. But I'll save that for the end of the video, for the true fans. This week, I was asked to write a little bit of music. Imagine that. I was commissioned by the wonderful people over at the Your Artificial Friends podcast. They're a group of buds and local radio legends, filling your ears with the friendship you're missing in your life. They have a really committed following, but none more committed than their frequent caller, Mike. This dude calls in, I believe every week, and shares a small anecdote about his simple, happy life in as monotone a fashion as possible, giving birth to his nickname, Low Energy Mike.
Hey Yaffers, this is Low Energy Mike from northeastern Oregon. January has been warm in this part of the country. We've been getting plenty of moisture lately, mostly in the form of rain on the valley floor. Plenty of mud to go around for everybody. Last week I rebuilt a skeleton bucket. Lots of welding, grinding, and machine work. Next week I will be backfilling foundations in the mud. Oh yeah, did I mention mud? It's going to be a pretty muddy time for a ditch digging man. Talk to you later.
This guy has become such a staple of the podcast that they wanted to give him his very own theme song. A true honor. And that's when they called in the big guns. And they couldn't do it, so then they called me. So when writing a podcast stinger or jingle, you have to get as much information across in a very short amount of time. And in this case, we're writing a theme to a personality, essentially. Being a comedy podcast, it seemed like the path was one of a very silly joke. So what better way to introduce a chill, lackadaisical dude than with high-octane pop punk? So I wrote out a few ideas, laid down some demos, and gave them 3 options.
Low energy Mike. Low energy Mike.
Hello, who's this?
This is low energy Mike. This is low energy Mike. Low energy Mike. Low energy Mike.
Alright, so what's going on here? In fact, it's incredibly simple. For these demos, I used a plugin called Amplitude, which artificially produces guitar amp sounds. It's just easier to tweak and maneuver when you're making a demo. I tried using a bunch of different synth basses, but none of them seemed to work well. So I found a one-shot of a punk bass and just put some grit on it. Drums are a basic kit in Ableton, sounded trashy, put them through a drum bus, done and done. So I thought these all had a fun sort of Green Day-esque attitude and sets up the kind of bait and switch of Mike's very chill entrance. But you know what? That's just my opinion. What did they think?
This is Alex Morgan.
Is it going to work?
I think it will. He did 3 versions of Low Energy Mike, the theme song. We're going to listen to those now and see which one we want. And here we go.
Low energy Mike. Low energy Mike.
Hello, who's this?
This is low energy Mike. This is low energy Mike. Low energy Mike. Low energy Mike.
They're all so good.
They're great. The dichotomy. The high energy for the low energy Mike
It's perfect too. The length is perfect. It's just it's what Mike would want.
It really is. You think so?
How do you feel? Should we conduct a vote?
So do we need? I think we need to hear them again.
Yes, absolutely.
Low energy Mike.
It's pretty great.
That's number 1 in my book. I'm just gonna come out and say just right in your face, and I like the Mike shouts at the end.
Yeah.
Low energy Mike.
I wonder. You know what we should
That one's
do?
kind of a Green Day feeling to it.
Yes, and you know what? These are so good. I'm wondering if we bookend Mike's calls with these. Alex is the hardest person that's ever worked on the show so far.
Oh yeah, in 21 seconds, he's put more effort into this podcast than any of us.
Yeah, and it kind of reintroduces them as they're leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it need to be that was low energy,
I don't
Mike?
wanna
This
make him
was low
recut
energy,
that.
Mike.
Well, if he wants to recut it, I'm completely happy with what we have right now on those two.
Yeah, it's up to you. The ball's in your court. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Tremendous.
Tremendous. Amazing job.
It's a hit. It's an instant hit.
It's probably the only reason I'll be coming back here from now on.
Low energy Mike. Low energy Mike. That was low energy Mike. That was low energy Mike.
This was such a blast to do. Huge thanks to Your Artificial Friends for trusting me with their mascot's theme. Definitely check out the podcast. It's wonderful. My dad's on it sometimes. I put a link to them in the description. Go check it out. All right, now with work out of the way, time for updates. I'm gonna make this super quick because I have a follow-up video for a lot of this. There's gonna be a few changes coming to the channel. The most important thing to know now is that I'm gonna make releasing music more of a priority. A lot of you have been asking for more stuff on streaming platforms, and I really appreciate you being patient with me. But you'll finally be able to jam out to more Schmorgel stuff very, very soon. I'm committed to releasing at least a single every month. And because I missed January, I'm giving you 2 songs this month. And because I missed last month, I'm giving you 2 songs for February. You may recall the song Falling Forward and the 3 Tuning song. You'll be able to stream both incredibly soon. I don't have an actual date because I'm waiting for one more master, but expect a release date and a pre-download link this week. Thank you again. I've got a follow-up video to all of this coming on
Friday the 21st.
More content, baby. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.